Hello, family. This is your friend Kenesha, and welcome to another episode of Momentum Mondays. This is an opportunity where I can get you fired up, stirred up, and ready to go. We are winding down and winding down 2021 and winding up for 2022. And you know that I love the word transformation. And the word transform means to make a thorough, dramatic change in character, form, or appearance. And then, I break that word transform down to trans, which is taking real people and navigating towards success. And form is forcing ourselves into radical metamorphosis or focusing on the right mindset. So I want us to just take a moment. We've been talking these last few weeks about thinking yourself into victory. But really, we've been talking about that all year because part of why I'm here on this earth is to help, to encourage, inspire, and illuminate other people so that they, you, and we can get ourselves into a place of victory. So I'd like for us just to take a few moments today and reflect back on some of the episodes that we've had this year. Enjoy. Hello, family. This is your friend Kenesha, and we are here for TNT Thursday. Boom! That's right. We are blowing it up around this notion about transformation. Why? Because we want to have an influence on ourselves first, but our families, our neighborhoods, our cities, our communities, and this world. And I firmly believe that if you change you, you can change this world. We're not waiting on politicians. We're not waiting on lawmakers. We are the change. So that's why TNT Thursdays are being brought to you, is to talk to us about how we can be the change. So we are starting this week a new episode. We came in on Tuesday, and this episode is all about thinking that leads to success. If we want ourselves, our families, our businesses, our churches, this country to be successful, we have to change the way that we think. So remember, the word thinking means this. I'll read you the definition. It says, the process of using one's mind to consider or reason about something. Not our feelings, our mind. Using thought or rational judgment, intelligent. Rational thought. If we can just get ourselves and others to think, to use rational thought, this whole country and this world would be transformed. So here's a quote that I like by Benjamin Disraeli. He said this: nurture great thoughts, for you will never go higher than your thoughts. So if I cap at my thoughts, I think it's worth me spending some time on how I should be thinking. Here's what I love about Jennifer Lopez. She is known to be the woman of positive affirmations. It's said that she spends at least 15 minutes a day positively envisioning and saying positive things that's going to get her to the next level. Now, I'm sure this was early on before she was considered J-Lo and famous, but every day she knew the importance of the intentionality of positive thinking. Hello, family. This is your friend Kenesha, and welcome to another episode of TNT Tuesday, boom, where we are blowing it up around transformation. And remember, our word transform means to make a thorough or dramatic change in character, form, or appearance. And then we break the word transform down into two parts, and then there's an acronym. So trans, taking real people and navigating towards success. And form is forcing ourselves into radical metamorphosis or focusing on the right mindset. So our series for the last few weeks has been about thinking that leads to success. And last week we talked about carry positive thoughts into the night. So today we're going to be focusing on excuse-free thinking. That's right. No more excuses about our thinking. And so the definition of the word thinking is the process of using one's mind to consider or reason about something, using thought or rational judgment or intelligence. And I absolutely love today's quote, and it's by someone that is unknown. And it says, never let a bad situation bring out the worst in you. Choose to stay positive and be the strong person that God created you to be. So we don't want to have any excuses when it comes to our thinking. So I thought of this movie that I loved. I love Jim Carrey. He's just such a funny actor and just born to act and to bring us laughter. So in the movie Liar Liar, Jim Carrey plays a lawyer, and his son Max is turning, I believe, 5 years old in the movie. So Jim Carrey works and works and works, and he's always lying and making excuses for everything. So his son Max, for his 5th birthday, he made a birthday wish that his dad would not lie or really make excuses. Because on Max's birthday, his dad bought him some baseball equipment. I think someone else bought it for him. The dad did not even know because he's so busy. And so then Max goes and asks him, and he's like, no, I can't. Just excuses because of work. And so in the end, what was so funny is Jim Carrey goes back to Max and begs him. He says, please, adults have to lie. Essentially, adults have to make excuses. Take that wish off of my life. Now, how many of us have lived a life that is excuse-free? Or if somebody wished that upon us, we would go back to them and say, please, give me my excuses back. Hello, family. This is your friend Kenesha, and welcome to another episode of TNT Thursday. Boom! Where we are blowing it up around this word transformation. We want to, first of all, transform ourselves, and then we go out and have influence and transform this world, starting with our own families, in our own neighborhoods, on our jobs, in this city, in this world. We want to be world transformers. So we're on this series of thinking that leads to success. And last Thursday, we talked about optimistic thinking tramples ants. That's right, optimistic, positive thinking. And we used our friend Nick Vujicic and how optimistic and positive he is. So today our thought is get ant hills out of your thinking. That's right. Get those mounds of ants out of your thinking. Remember, our definition of thinking is the process of using one's mind to consider or reason about something, using thought or rational judgment or intelligent. So Pat Riley is going to be the author of our quote for today. He said this: if you have a positive attitude and constantly strive to give your best effort, eventually you will overcome your immediate problems and find you are ready for greater challenges. That brings me lots of joy and rest and peace when I hear that. So in thinking of ant hills and a mound of ant hills, I looked up on Terminix. And in Terminix, we know that they will take care of your rodents for you, or the insects that you don't want in your home or in your area. So here's what they said about an anthill. Interesting. It says, just because you knock it over, you go by, you kick it, and it's down and you think it's over. They said, you don't get rid of an anthill just because you knock it over. And here's the other thought. Because it's about the queen. That queen ant, or the queens at that mound. If you don't deal with the queen, even if you knock it over, they'll build right back up. Remember, for our purposes, what's our ant? Dr. Daniel Amen, we've been using him for the past few weeks. He's a world-renowned psychologist that deals with the brain, and he deemed ants as automatic negative thoughts. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode, and be back with me next Monday for another review of Momentum Mondays. Take care.